What's up you guys, it's Brad here today, and I just got back from Brickworld Chicago 2025, and today I'm going to show you all of the Lego that I picked up at the convention. As you can see by my table here, I did pretty good in the haul department. I did pick up a decent amount of Lego from the vendors at the convention, as well as things from the garage sale, a couple stores throughout Chicago, and of course I was gifted a bunch of things from the Lego community, so let's check it all out now. First thing I want to show you guys is I did get the Brickworld Event Kit this year. This is my first time ever getting a Brickworld Event Kit, which I think is cool. This is the Elemental Dragon. It's got 576 pieces and honestly was only $40, so figured I might as well get it because I thought it'd be cool to add to the collection. And then I guess not really from the vendors, but these are some of the things I got in the Brickworld goodie bag. I did a full unboxing on all this in my vlogs in case I'm missing anything, but of course I did get the Brickworld lanyard right here, which I put this funny not for sale sticker on the back. I got some seed parts, a minifigure, a Brickworld pin, these Lego bricks right here, as well as a couple other pieces of paperwork. Oh, also I got a free set when I checked in for Brickworld as well. This was not the original one I got. In fact, I actually received another copy of this one, which I brought at Brickworld last year, but I did end up trading that set with one of my friends for this dream one, which I thought was pretty cool. Of course, one of my favorite vendors at Brickworld is Citizen Brick, and I picked up a bunch of things from them, including all these custom printed Lego parts right here, as well as this minifigure of the Chicago Pope, which I thought was really funny. And I also picked up the Citizen Brick hard plastic candies, like the natural bears. These ones are hilarious, and I've made so many videos on them in the past, so I guess I thought I picked up a little bit more from Citizen Brick. My total was still a lot, but all of these are really cool. Next up, I did go to the Eclipse Grafx booth, which is another one of my favorite custom printers, and I picked up this whole bag of custom Lego elements right here. So you can see in terms of quantity, I did pick up more things there than Citizen Brick. Like I got a custom printed torso, a couple custom printed elements, as well as a bunch of their custom molded glasses here. Some of them actually have liquid in them and some of them don't, but I figured these would be really cool for mocks, and you can see these are all pretty amazing pieces here. So very excited to be adding these to the collection. I think this Octan Christmas torso is pretty cool as well. One of my favorite vendors at the show was actually selling some build a minifig. So you could build 2 minifigures for just $5. So you can see here I did pick up $20 worth of figures, and when I build figures at these shows, I'm not building figures to look good, I'm building to get good parts. So I needed a bunch of male hairs, I needed female heads, and then just other random minifigure accessories. So you can see here are kind of all the figures that I picked up, so I'm going to disassemble these for parts later on. And then one of the other vendors was also selling these torsos right here, and I think they were only $1 each, so I picked up 5 of them because they're all the classic space ones. Bricks and Minifigs was actually there with a booth. They were doing some selling, but they also had a huge table of bulk, and the very first night they were actually giving out these free bags, so you could take a bag and fill it with bulk. So as you can see, I did just that. I got this whole bag of Lego completely for free, which was really exciting. As I said, I filled this up on the first night, and the bag is absolutely bursting here at the seams. Like I fit a lot of Lego in it, and then one of the other nights I actually picked up this, partial cup of parts as well. They said grab a handful, so I did, and all these parts are really cool. I will definitely be using these in future mocks. Also from the Bricks and Minifigs Bam Bin, I did get this little cup right here full of Lego. These were just like random loose parts that I had stuffed in my backpack. They didn't fit in the bag or anything like that, but as I said, this was very nice of Bricks and Minifigs to do some free bulk Lego. Also from Bricks and Minifigs, I did get this Minecraft set as well. They gave me this just randomly. They said if I post a story that I'm shopping at Bricks and Minifigs, that I can choose one of the sets they had on the table, so I did just that, and I got the Rabbit Ranch here, which is a pretty good set for free. Although I guess not like really an official vendor, Lego did have a booth there for Lego Ninjago, so they had a bunch of these postcards they were giving out, so I grabbed a bunch to add to my collection, and I also got this poly bag right here from Ninjago Dragons Rising. At their booth, they also had a bunch of that poly bag built up, and they didn't know what they were going to do with them at the end of the show, so I was actually gifted this whole bag full of, I don't know how many of these sets in here, which is pretty awesome. Bricklink also had a booth there at the convention, and they were actually celebrating their 25th anniversary this year, so I was gifted this tote bag here. It's a Bricklink 25, celebrating 25 years of Bricklink. They had 2 different lanyards here as well, a blue one and a green one. I also got the Bricklink 25 brick, this I Heart Bricklink brick, and this one is what I'm really excited about. This is the Bricklink 25 anniversary parrot. This has got an official set number right here, 5009260. I have to give a huge thank you to my friend Cooper, who actually got this for me. They were giving these away at the Bricklink Designer Program reveal, and they were just throwing them into the crowd, and I was not successful in getting one, but Cooper was, and he already had one, so he gifted me this one. So I'm so excited and very grateful to him to add this one to my collection, but this is a lot of cool merch from Bricklink, which I'm happy about. Oh, and I also got these 2 stickers from Bricklink as well. And finally, the last thing I picked up from a vendor is this bag of bulk Lego right here. They were having a deal where I think it was $5 you could fill a pick-a-brick cup full of bulk Lego, so I did pick up 2 cups right here. So I got this nice bag jam full of Lego, and I will have to open that up at another time. But there's some pretty good parts in it that I'm definitely going to be using for like building my Lego city and stuff like that. So my friends over at a couple of Brickheads had a set launch party at Brickworld this year where you pre-ordered this set. I ordered mine a few months ago. It is the Box of Boys Live, the concert right here with 3 exclusive minifigures, including Brent, Sean, and Duck Bricks, and they're performing at the Fold concert, which is really cool. So of course I picked up that set a little bit early and then did go to the set launch party to grab it. And then while I was there, they were selling a couple other little pieces of ACOB merch. So I did get this band torso, which is the Boys Ambassador Network. I got it in gold, which is pretty awesome. And then I did also get this Life Brick set right here. This is called the Walkaway set. Tyler actually signed it, as did the other guys signed this set here. And this one's kind of a meme based off of last year's Tyler picture walking away from Brickworld. So that is pretty cool with some custom prints in there as well. And now, of course, I want to show you all of the Lego that I picked up at the garage sale this year. I feel like I really took it easy when I look at everything, but I'm still very happy with all the Lego I purchased here. So for starters, at the garage sale, I did pick up a bunch of Lego minifigures. I think these were all like $1 each or something crazy, but this was just a random figure right here that I thought was a cool torso. I got all 3 of these classic space minifigures for only $1, which is, they're kind of in rough shape, but they're still pretty cool for just $1. And then I got these figures here. I think these ones are from the Mercedes set, like the Speed Champion set, if I'm not mistaken. 2 of them right here. These look like they're in perfect condition. I do have the set, and as I said, I think they were only $1 each. And then I got this one here from Hidden Side. Again, $1 is not bad, and it comes with some pretty cool pieces. I picked up 5 of these bricks right here, which is a 2x3 brick, but it is in the pearl silver. And fun fact, Lego doesn't actually make this brick in this color, so these are called Q parts. These are official Lego pieces that are just not officially in any sets or anything like that. So I grabbed 5 of them there, which is pretty exciting because like where else am I gonna ever get these? And I also picked up this Lego poly bag right here. This is the Lego Stunt Club. This is the Wave Jumper. It's a Lego system set that I obviously do not have, and it is a Lego boat, which I thought would be really cool. This one originally was a free gift from Kellogg's, but I did pay for it, of course. I also picked up this older gift with purchase right here. This is the food truck, the retro food truck. I actually think I have this one sealed. I definitely have never built it, and I might have it sealed in the collection here, but this is a used copy. I got a great deal on it. I think it was like 10 or 15 bucks. So I figured I might as well go ahead and I'll build this one, and if I do have a copy sealed, I'll just throw it in my Bricklink store because I'm going to build it anyway. So excited to add this one to the collection. And actually jumping ahead a little, but from that same vendor that I got the food truck from, I did get the Concorde plane here, which is incredible. This is a very large Lego set. This contains all of the pieces for this set, except for the instructions, which I can obviously just get online and build. I got this for only $100, which is really cool. This was a way more expensive set than just $100, even though it's been used, and it's going to be a little bit harder to build. It's nice that it's all disassembled, so I won't have to do that, but I'm very excited to build this one. It looks like an epic plane that I think will go great here in my Lego collection. From one of the other vendors at the garage sale, I also grabbed this Lego Creator 3-in-1 Beach Hut set. This one is built, so I'm going to have to disassemble it, but it's one I don't have in the collection, and I thought would be kind of fun to build. And from that same vendor, I did pick up a copy of this Lego City plane. This is one I already have in the collection, but it's a really cool set, so I'm excited to grab another one. This one is fully complete. The only thing it is missing is the Lego minifigures, so I figured this would be pretty fun to rebuild again. But this one here is set number 4439, which is like, it's a really cool helicopter. And the last thing I picked up from the garage sale here is this bag of minifigures. These are like some series minifigures. I think they are partially complete. Like he said, most of them aren't fully complete, but this whole bag was only $30, and you can see there are a lot of at least good partial pieces in here, like a lizard suit guy, and I feel like his head's also in here somewhere, but like there's a cactus. Like even if all the figures aren't complete, like there's definitely a good foundation of pieces in here that I can either sell partially complete or just keep in my collection or even complete them, which would be fun. I definitely have to say though, I think my favorite thing that I picked up from the garage sale is this Lego City banner right here. This is the second banner I've ever added to my collection, and this is one of the Lego City Chase McCain minifigure. So you can pretty much see this is what it looks like here. It is a very tall banner. I'll have to lay it out on my floor so you guys can see it, but this is going to go great with the banner I picked up at Scareback Fan Weekend. I'm going to have to try and find room for it, but yeah, it's this like massive Lego City one, which is awesome. So then of course here's everything that I did receive from everybody in the community at Brickworld. So I am very fortunate to have received so many different sigfigs and stickers and business cards. It is always so special going to conventions like these and being able to trade things with your fellow Lego collectors and your friends. I gave out a bunch of my 1 1x8 bricks, and this is what I got in exchange. You guys can see there are a bunch of business cards here, some very cool stickers. Honorable mentions here, I did get a sig fig from Ostiff Bricks right here, as well as I got Shy Time is My Time. I did also get Padawan sig fig right here, and of course the sig figs from Lego Team B. I was also gifted this custom clone from Micah, and Tom the Builder Store also gave me his custom build here as well. You can also see that there's like dozens of stickers and everything, and I won't be able to call all of them out, but I did get a couple of Brickheads trading card right here, as well as Ostiff's trading card, and behind the bricks as well. Brent's Bricks actually gave me this $2 bill, which is really special. I don't have a $2 bill. In fact, I've never seen an American $2 bill before, and I was also really lucky to get a couple custom printed tiles as well. Of course, of all the things that I did get in my Brickworld Chicago haul, these items right here are definitely some of the most meaningful to me, just because each of these were given to me by members of the community, and anytime you can get something from a fellow Lego fan, it is just really special. So I just wanted to give everybody here a shout out, but I'm really excited for all these. The sig figs and all the custom pieces are going to be going on my shelf here in my Lego crew with all the other sig figs and convention exclusive things that I have. And speaking of things from the community, I forgot to take these off my brick badge for that last clip, but I did get these community 1x8 bricks here as well, and this is what my brick badge looked like from Brickworld this year. Also, this isn't a sig fig or anything like that, but one of my friends, Mr. Pod, actually gave me this minifigure here. On the very last day of Brickworld, he went and picked up a bulk buy of Lego, and it came with a bunch of minifigures, and I helped him sell a lot of it by recruiting a bunch of Star Wars fans, so he gifted me a minifigure of my choosing as a token of appreciation. And then last but not least, these weren't really from the actual convention, but I did pick them up while I was on my trip. The very first thing here is the Lego BTS Dynamite set. I picked this one up on the way to Chicago. It was on sale for only $68, and of course I know the designer of the set, and I always thought it was really cool, even though I don't really listen to K-pop, so figured I'd finally go ahead and grab a copy when it was on clearance there. Speaking of clearance, I also picked up this Lego Technic John Deere tractor, and I'm trying to get into Technic a little bit more, and I think this is a pretty cool set. This one was on sale, I think for like $20 at Walmart or something like that, so went ahead and grabbed this one as well because it's a cool addition to the collection. And then of course I did stop at Brickmania and Bricks and Minifigs. At Bricks and Minifigs, they had this cool Bricks and Minifig Christmas torso, which I wanted to add to the collection, so the guy said I could get it if I made a minifigure for $5, so I did it, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I just grabbed some random pieces there that I thought were neat. And I'm actually very excited about this one. This is from Brickmania. I picked up a copy of their modern LAFD firefighter. They were selling these earlier this year as like proceeds for the LA wildfires, and I think it's just a really great cause. It is a fully custom minifigure. It's amazing. My dad's a firefighter, so this is definitely the most detailed firefighter minifigure I've ever seen in Lego. So even though it's a little on the pricier side, it is for a good cause, and it is a cool minifigure, and I'm happy to support a company like this, so excited to be adding this one to the collection, of course. And then I was even more thrilled because they did give me this Brickmania 9th anniversary Chicago brick. None of this is Lego, I guess, but my friends and I did go to Medieval Times while we were at Brickworld, and I did get these two souvenir cups, as well as this crown, this flag, and the Medieval Times picture of all of us together, which is awesome. Alright, you guys, and that actually wraps up all the Lego that I picked up while I was at Brickworld Chicago 2025. As you guys have seen from this haul video, I am super excited for all the Lego that I picked up. I can't wait to do some building and of course to add all of these to my Lego collection, and I did have the best time while I was at Brickworld, so if you guys want to watch my full experience, definitely make sure you check out all of my daily vlogs. They have all been posted to my channel now, but in the meantime, of course, thank you guys so much for watching today's haul video. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe, and I will see you all here in the next one.